Hey guys, this is Feeding Frenzy 91, and I'm bringing you another Walking Dead character bio. And I know last time we did Lily, I believe. Yes, it was Lily. But this time we're doing someone else, someone who I bet nobody really predicted was going to be next. But remember, I said that we're doing this in the order that they left the group, not in the order that the they came or in the order that we met them. We're doing this in the order that they left the group. So the next person to leave the group after Lily, who was either alive or couldn't be confirmed dead, would be Molly. Molly was the next person to leave the group who either wasn't alive or couldn't be confirmed was alive or couldn't be confirmed dead. We first meet Molly where she's pulling all the parkour. She's scaling down a building with nothing but that mountain climbing tool of hers, and she is just being cool. And you kind of could tell that with Molly, she was a girl right off. Okay, I mean, when I first saw her skin down the bin, I'm like, okay, that's a girl. Even when she was fighting Lee, I'm like, yes, this is definitely a woman. And they could have made it less obvious, but I guess that was kind of a hint to us because they all think this is some guy. I guess everybody just assumes that he's the guy on the radio. So, but with Molly, see, the thing about Molly, before I even get into her whole personality and attitude and thing, does anybody else think that she reminds you of someone? I don't know. Someone I've seen before. I can't put my finger on it, but
Ezio Auditore.
that's it. Ezio Auditore. That's who Molly reminds me of. I mean, come on, just look at her and look at the way she just like moves around and stuff. Yes, she was taken straight out of Assassin's Creed and put in this game. I mean, she's got the move. She's got that hook. She's got that hood. It's impossible not to think of.
Ezio Auditore.
Yeah, I mean, Molly was just like I'm telling you. If this was a Ubisoft game, we need to get her into an Animus, okay? All right, let's go on the whole other than Molly's skill set. Molly, when we first meet her, of course, it has to do with about it's more about talking about Crawford, and with I loved how Molly introduced Crawford to us. Like Crawford was kind of like the Woodbury of Savannah, though they kind of hint that she was from there even at the beginning, and even though they don't directly say it, they kind of gave us a hint.
Everyone in Savannah knew. What was going on inside Crawford got passed around like a ghost story. Except this one was true.
And what I also like about Molly is I love her attitude, how she's kind of like laid back. I tell you, she acts like a chick you just meet in today's world. I mean, she even jokes around with Lee when she first meets him.
He didn't tell you about me? I'm the one who saved his ass back at the river. Who's the fossil?
So with Molly, it's like, cause she's like, oh, she seemed so offended when Lee didn't tell Vernon about her, and of course she's just joking. But that's what I love, cause I mean, this is the zombie apocalypse. Nobody's joking anymore, so her attitude was a breath of fresh air in the whole of episode 4, and I was kind of mad that she'd only lasted one episode. But of course, this attitude, once again, just like I said about Lily's anger attitude, it's a front. It's something she acts normal because she's trying to get by with all the pain that is she's been going through. I mean, she agrees to come to Crawford with you for obvious reasons,
If your friend really can get that boat working, you're taking me with you as...
but then you find out, of course, that it's a different reason she really came to Crawford. And when you get there, she goes all out on that doctor because she's really been holding all this in. She's been acting so normal, and then all of a sudden she has these outbursts. She had one on the doctor or whatever he was. He was a doctor, so she had one on him, and then she also obviously has one after Lee discovers that she's been from Crawford. It's kind of just like it kind of shows that she was kind of just bottling all this inside. I mean, when she sees the doctor, she doesn't even go for the head. She just keeps hitting at the body, and she never does the head. It's like she's like, no, I want you to stay, Walker. I want you to suffer. Though, even though most people saw this as the first thing, this actually wasn't the first thing that showed us that Molly wasn't exactly this regular woman.
What always happens, I guess. In the end, the dead always win.
That line actually showed that she was actually taking this whole thing seriously, even though she seemed to be joking the whole time. Even when like Lee and them escape and get off the roof, she's all like, "See you in class." Like she is just really so taking everything lightly. And though it was clear that she was really worried about them finding out that she was from Crawford. I mean, I love the way she reacts when Krista kind of questions her about her knowledge of this place.
Just makes sense, doesn't it?
Like she's caught completely off guard, and that was so unusual for Molly. Molly was always cool and composed. Like she would always just take like even when Kenny's in this tense situation or something, she's just kind of like still talking regular, and which is what I love. I love that she was just so light. She was just a light character in that sense that she didn't take anything too seriously. And we needed a character like that in The Walking Dead because we needed someone who wasn't going to act like they were in a zombie apocalypse. We needed someone to act regular. We just needed some type, especially after the events of episode 3, we needed something to lighten us up. And Molly was here, and she lightened us up, and she was a really good character. Of course, when you accuse her of being at Crawford and she goes through the whole sister thing, it's once again is an outpouring of her emotion. She didn't have to go through all that, but she decides to tell the whole story of her sister.
I just wish I could have seen it before it was too late. Before they came and took my sister away.
And that was really it was a turning point in the episode 4, and it really showed that Molly's deeper than most people thought she was. And I really like that they gave her this whole sister story. Like, I was in Crawford, they killed my sister, I had to go. And it just showed her how more complex this character is than she's not just this simple girl that has all these great skills that just takes everything easy. She has a deeper side, she has a backstory, she has a reason why she's still in Savannah. Then came the whole Marley departure, and it once again was a chance to show us a different side of Molly. She is obviously sad about departing. You look at her eyes, she's like, and she was sad even worse to get caught. Because I don't, like she said, she's not good at goodbyes, she didn't want to do this. And her reasons for leaving are pretty weak. I'm not exactly sure why she left. I have a slight theory of why she left. Basically, to simplify it, I think she left because she didn't want to be a number on the boat. Like she was like, all right, I'm just gonna let them decide. Because remember, Kenny told everybody only 5 people could fit. So she was like, I'm better on my own. Let me just let these people get on their boat. And that was really nice of her, I think. I also love the hug between her and Lee. It's just strange because Lee doesn't hug anyone else in this whole game other than Clementine and Molly, and that was actually just a nice little moment. Once again, Molly was just kind of a breath of fresh air, and I'm glad that they kept her alive because even if you shoot her or if you don't rescue her, she's not dead at least. So other than that, Molly was a pretty cool character. She was light. She took things lightly, but she had that deep side as well, and she just was a breath of fresh air, as I kept saying during this whole video. But I'm saying it again in episode 4. She was a well-needed character, and I hope that we will see her again in season 2. All right. Other than that, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and God bless.